Hey there, everybody! Welcome back. How you guys all doing today? How's it going there, Bolts Drop, Dead Soul, Ghost DK, and Mr. Green Thumb Farmer, and anybody else lurking out there in the wide world of Twitch? How you guys doing today? Let me just check something a second. There we go. Okay, cool. Oh, and Farmer Dad, thank you very much for the knocking. Welcome in, welcome in,
Billy is a
welcome in.
nuisance. He will be gone in 2 weeks. I apologize for this inconvenience.
Hey Gamer Paul, thank you very much for the Billy is a nuisance as well. So as you can see, we're back on the farm. We're getting some rice planted. I did go through and I've already got the field next door planted with long grain rice, so I've got one of each. Got a couple more rows to go, and then I've just got to do a headland either end. But yeah, it's definitely getting there. It's quite well. Actually, one thing I am going to do, I'm going to jump straight into something very, very quickly. Let me pause the game for a sec, because we have some fact sheets to go over very, very quickly. Now, I do have a couple. I finally got them sorted out. Turns out I wasn't showing correctly the different channels for the bronze members in my Discord. Thanks to obviously Giants, they were able to get it sorted out. I reached out to one of the people over there, and they were able to get the channels opened up for me. So yay! So yeah, I can stop saying nasty words about Giants, shall we say? Yeah, we'll leave it at that, shall we? But while I think about it, let's give Mr. Green Thumb Farmer a shout out, because he is working on a new little project for you guys. Obviously, it's kind of something I've wanted for quite a while. I know he's had the idea of get it done, but obviously, if you haven't caught his last couple of streams, you should go check out what he was creating, shall we say. He did send me early access. I checked it out earlier today. For it, there's a couple of little things he needs to just move around and stuff, but overall, it is fine. It works fine. Love it. I absolutely love it. I really do. The only problem is I'm going to have to redo my farm now, or find another area to put. Is it to put it down? So yeah, we'll see. But anyway, we're going over to the fact sheets. Let's do that first. And get them out of the way. Obviously, I've got last week's to cover, plus this week, so it's all kind of jumbled up together. But hopefully from here on out, it should be a lot easier for me to get these sorted out for you guys when I do stream and they do come out. So first things first, obviously this is for the Plains and Prairies DLC, which will be released on the 3rd of June, so a little over a week's time. Hopefully, or I should say, I should be getting early access, so next Friday I should be showing this stuff off. Hey Farmer Marks, how you doing, buddy? And you're very, very welcome there, Mr. Green Thumb. So first of all, we have the Salford Independent Series 1260. Obviously, this is a disc harrow. It's going to cost you 221,500. You will need at least 440 watt kilowatt or 600 horsepower tractor. So one of those bigger tractors is going to need to pull this guy. Obviously, weight-wise, you're looking at 19.5 tons. Work with 18 meters, and work speed is 19 kilometers per hour or 11 miles per hour. So not bad. I don't really do disc harrowing myself. And obviously with precision farming, will it get used? Who the heck knows? But yeah, you're very welcome. You're very, very welcome as well, Farmer Marks. But yeah, if you guys are not following Farmer Marks, make sure to click on the link, give him a follow. He's doing some great stuff. And thank you very much for those 100 bitties as well. Obviously, remember guys, we do have that fishing lurk bait competition still running till next Friday. Whoever is at the top of the leaderboard will be receiving a Steam gift card. Obviously, in chat, there should be my Steam number popping up every now and again. It says like add me Steam and then a number. You can use that number to add me on Steam, and it allows you to get giveaways straight away. So yeah, if you want to add me, go for it. I know a lot of you pretty much did that the other day, so you guys are on it. But anyway, let's carry on. So that's the first one. So carrying on from there, we now obviously with this pack, it's adding in Ford into the game along with a few other things. Obviously, the Salford is another new one. But yeah, obviously here we have the Ford 976 Versatile. And obviously this is going to be one of your large tractors. It's going to cost you 133,000. Horsepower wise, you're looking at 365 horsepower for this beast. It is a manual gearbox. It holds 1085 litres of fuel. And obviously driving speed, you're going to be looking at 20 kilometers per hour or 12 miles per hour. So not the fastest, but because it is a big truck, or tractor I should say, that it kind of gets a little bit limited there. But weight-wise, you're looking at 16.4 tons for that. And obviously on the back of that is the thing I really want to see. It's one of a couple of things I want to see in the pack. And obviously this is the Salford 9620 Air Boom Applicator. So this is basically a fertilizer spreader. It's going to cost you 196,500 to buy it. Obviously, power for your tractor, you're going to need 265 kilowatts or 300 horsepower. Hang on, let me bring up the sheets because it's not very clear on that screen. Let me find this a sec. I had them up earlier and I closed them down for some daft reason. But yeah, I also need to get my eyes checked because that might help. Let me open all these up. Let's have a look. Open. And I can look at them a little bit clearer. There we go. Right then, where are we? The applicator duty. I gotta find the right picture. It's that one. There. Okay, that's better. Oh yeah, yeah. I definitely need to get my eyes tested. Jeez. Yes. So where were we? Where were we? 365. Oh yeah, we'll run to the applicator, won't we? Yeah. So 360 PS. Why does it have a PS on that? I thought it would have been a horsepower. Oh well. Anyway, so capacity wise, 18,700 litres. Weight wise, 10.2 tons. Work width, 22 meters. So a pretty good sized boom there. And obviously, work speed is 22 kilometers per hour, 11 miles per hour. And obviously, this will only do solid fertilizer. I was kind of hoping it'd do a lime as well, but maybe in the future, when we get access to this stuff, we can add lime and all the rest of it into it. Hey there, Rusty Dale, and obviously coffee time for Farmworks. Alright, no worries, buddy. Make sure to grab one for me as well. But yeah, so there is the second fact sheet. So got a couple more to go. Moving on from that, we're going over to the versatile Nemesis. Sounds kind of freaky, that one, but okay. Obviously, this is going to be one of your, I think it's either a medium tractor, this one falls in, if I remember rightly. It's going to cost you 182,500 to buy it. Horsepower wise, you're looking at a range between 195 up to 272 on the horsepower. Obviously, it's got that variable CVT gearbox, holds 375 litres of fuel. Obviously, driving speed on the road is going to be 50 kilometers per hour or 31 miles per hour, and obviously weighs 8 tons. So a nice medium-sized tractor being added. I kind of like that. I might actually add a few of these. I'm not going to look at them. And then on the back of this is pulling the SGA EL48 6D 4800 slurry trailer. And obviously, like I said, it's slurry tanker. It's going to cost you 75,500 to purchase this. Obviously, you are going to need at least 162 kilowatts or 220 horsepower to pull this thing. Because obviously, this can be taken onto the field and spread your manure and digest it around. Capacity-wise, 21,800 litres. I like to do the conversion, it's a lot easier to understand. Obviously, weight-wise, you're looking at 8.1 tons. Obviously, work width is 16 meters. And then, obviously, work speed is 16 kilometers per hour or 9 miles per hour. So, not bad, not bad. Will this work with precision farming? We'll have to wait and see when that drops. So, yeah. And obviously, like I said, this is a slurry and digestate spreader. So yeah, very, very nice. I like that. I like the tractor. Whether I'll be using the tanker on the back, I have no idea. But we shall see in the future. You never know. And moving on from there, also we're going to the Ford 1156 Versatile. Obviously, this is going to be one of your big tractors as well. And obviously, this is going to cost you 171,500 to buy. Obviously, it's a 470 horsepower tractor with a manual gearbox. It holds 1,500 litres of fuel. Obviously, driving speed is 20 kilometers per hour or 12 miles per hour, and obviously weighs a whopping 11.6 tons. So, a lovely tractor. Kind of looking forward to some of this, giving some of this a try. Now, I'm not quite sure with this one is whether that's just one solid body or if it's articulated. That'd be an interesting one to see when it does come out, and obviously, yes, it's not green. Sorry. And going on from there, so we've got another versatile tractor there. So this is the MFWD tractor. Obviously, this is going to be, I think this is actually in the large tractor category, if I remember correctly, from what I remember from the website. Obviously, cost-wise, it's going to cost you 259,500. Horsepower ranging from 300 to 300 to 400 horsepower, I should say, with a power shift gearbox. Does hold 613 litres of fuel. Obviously, drive speed, you're looking at 40 kilometers per hour, 24 miles per hour. And obviously, weight-wise, it's 15.4 tons. So, yeah, with all those specs, I would definitely say that's a large tractor. And obviously, on the back of that is the SGA EL48 8D 7900 slurry tanker. Obviously, that is going to cost you 125,000. Obviously, you are going to need 350 horsepower to use this, or pull it at least. Obviously, work speed, you're looking at 16 kilometers per hour, 9 miles per hour. But it does have that bigger tank, so this is kind of like the bigger brother of the one earlier on. Obviously, this holds the 35,900 litres of slurry and digestate. Obviously, weight-wise, 11.8 tons, and has a work width of 16 meters. So not bad. It's getting a little bit bigger. It's quite nice. But like I said, yeah, you do have obviously slurry and digestate going into this thing, which can then be applied onto your field. Right, just a couple more to go, and then we're almost there. So the next one is going to be that lovely little Vadistad Tempo K24 Planter. So this is the guy on the back, not the John Deere. Ah, typical. They had to get a green tractor in here, didn't they? They just had to. Anyway, so price-wise, 290,000. Sorry, not 29,000. Oh, duh. 290,000 to purchase it. You will need 268 kilowatts or 365 horsepower to use this. So one of those bigger tractors for definite. And how you doing there, Mr. Shoddy? Thank you very much for that mega fart. Right then. Okay, so where were we? Yeah, so work speed, you're looking at 20 kilometers per hour, 12 miles per hour. Obviously, it does have a storage of 11,000 liters. Now, obviously, this is going to be combined between seed and liquid fertilizer with this, so it'd be interesting to see what the configurations are on this when it is brought out. Obviously 19.5 tons is going to be the weight of this, 18-meter work width, so I like it. That's not bad. And obviously, like I said, yeah, seed and liquid fertilizer, and it'll do everything under the planter category. So your corn, your sorghum, your sunflower, soybean, sugarcane, cotton, and green beans. Yeah, that's the one. So yeah, cool. I like it. Could be a replacement for the Kinsey planter one day. But anyway, let's get into the last one for today and this week. And obviously this is the Brandt 2500 DXT Auger Wagon. It's going to cost you 171,500 to buy it. Weight-wise, you're looking at 17.7 tons, and obviously you will need a bigger tractor, so 368 kilowatts or 500 horsepower tractor. So hence why they've got it attached to the case quad track, I guess, on the front there. Big beast of a machine, but understandable. There's a lot of weight in the back of the thing. Obviously, 88,000 litre capacity, which isn't bad. I think that's bigger than a lot of the ones that are base game at the minute, so that's kind of cool. But it will hold most of your crops, so your wheat, your barley, your oats, canola, sorghum, sunflowers, soybean, corn, rice. I think that's the long grain rice actually. And then obviously seed and solid fertilizer. That's not bad. I like it. I like it. Will I be using it? Possibly. We will see later on. But that is going to be it for the fact sheets for today. Hopefully we'll have the last of them next week. And obviously remember, if you do not have the Season 1 pass yet, and you still want to get it, along with all the other DLCs that are going to be released in the first year of Farming Simulator 2025, you can obviously use my partner code, which is on screen at the minute, the alpaca. But obviously I would always recommend going to use Mr. Dashnet as a partner code when you purchase things. So whether you want to get the Season 1 pass, DLC, game, whatever, I always recommend Mr. Dashnet first. So DAJNET when you go to purchase anything through Giants. Obviously that doesn't account for Steam and Epic and all that, so it's just through the Giants website. But with that being said, that is the fact sheets, and let's get back into gameplay and see how I'm doing. So I'm not doing very well because I'm stuck. And thank you, Mr. Shawnee, for the 15 stream streak. Much appreciated. I'm sure it should be a lot higher. And obviously, Mr. Ghost for the 5 stream streak. Fatality. Exactly. But anyway, let's get this unpaused and carry on. So yeah, that's actually I'm liking some of the stuff that I've seen. I was a bit up in an iron about some of the tractors and that, but seeing them, the specs and that a little bit closer, I might definitely be adding them in somewhere on one of my playthroughs. Right, before this goes anywhere, I need to tick this off and get this refilled. There we go. So yes, alright, I'm just going to drive through it straight through. I'm only going to squish a few saplings along the way. But yes, so what's your guys' thoughts of the DLC from what you've seen so far? Also, it's just over a bit of a week for you guys to wait before it's released. I know a lot of people have said, "Oh no, not interested. I've got this, that, and the other tractor that can do a lot better job than what they are." But remember, Giants puts out realistic stuff, so a lot of these specs for the vehicles are going to be realistic. And also remember, with them adding into the game now, obviously when the next version comes out, we'll be able to get in there and tweak them. Yes. And get them so they are those higher horse-powered vehicles and stuff. And it's nice to see Ford is making a comeback as well. I'm pretty sure it was at FS17. They were kind of being added as mods. But it's nice that Giants have actually gone out of their way to finally add them into the game themselves. There we go, let's sort my window out. There we go. Until I get my new computer, I've stopped playing FS25. Oh, you stopped playing playing 25, have you? Because the lag's too bad. Really? Wow. I don't get any lag at all. Oh, that's crazy. That is very, very crazy. And how you doing there, Madeira? What have you missed now then? Just going over the fact sheets for the up and coming Plains and Prairies DLC. Finally got access to all the correct channels in the Discord that shows all the fact sheets and stuff. So I've literally just gone through all of the fact sheets. The only problem is they're not being put up from the looks or sounds of it up onto the Giants website. So I can't say, oh, go over to the Farming Simulator website and check them out there. So if you want to go through and see them again, go back to the beginning of the stream and watch the first, 20 minutes roughly? Oh, it's crazy, it really is. But yeah, from the sounds of it, a lot of these fact sheets and stuff is going to be specific for bronze and above members, so it's annoying. Really is annoying for those poor little dudes on the lower level. But I suppose it's a good way of getting them to push for that bronze partnership at the end of the day, isn't it? So, right, so the nice thing is I should be around about here. 12, 13, yeah, there we go. Right, let's get this locked off. Get you lowered down and turned on. There we go. Actually, let me put that back on cruise. So one thing I have been doing, I know I've updated this, but I still prefer it to run a little bit slower with the tree plant, not the tree plant, the rice planter here. So I just drop it down to about 15 kilometers per hour for myself, and it does a good job. It doesn't wig out when turning, that's the main thing as well. But yes, it seems I made a slight oops with my mod that I've submitted to the Giants mod hub. I accidentally, well, I didn't do an accident, but I did an update when I should have just updated the existing one that was there, the files. So yeah, today I've gone through, I've resubmitted it, so hopefully next week I should get word on whether it passes testing and you guys will be able to then have the grape and olive storage finally, for those who don't have it as yet. But yeah, if it goes through, I'll be so happy. I will. But yeah, and it makes me kind of want to do a second mod, potentially like a bale storage that is set up as a production, kind of like the one that I've got now, but maybe on a smaller scale. We'll have to wait and see how this one goes through first of all. Oh, Mr. Rusty Nail, are you still out there, buddy? While I think about it, hopefully you are. So I did message you back in Discord what was by my cow pen there, but I might as well show you. So yeah, over here, just up from Barrow Logistics is where I have my animal pen. What should I do about my cache shaders? You could delete them if you wanted to. Obviously, I know a big thing is obviously right now anybody who is on a server have been experiencing issues. But yeah, to be honest, you don't really need to delete your shader caches unless you absolutely have to. Most people will do them after they have like a game update or program updates or stuff like that. I haven't deleted mine in forever, so yeah, it's literally up to you. But yeah, so on the back of my little tractor here, obviously this is a couple of things Mr. Rusty was asking is, what is on the back of the tractor and what's it used for? So obviously this is a Kuhn Primor 15070M, just reading what it says on the back there. And this is actually a bale shredder Obviously, I've got some straw bales in there, and that goes into my cow pen here as a bedding. So that's literally all that is. And then you obviously mentioned about the brown thing next to the green thing. So I'm guessing this is what this is here. So obviously this is a telehandler, by the way. But yeah, this trailer is just one of the half pipe trailers. Actually, this is my one that does the auto loading. I use that when I'm filling up my cow barn, because obviously the nice thing is I can unload loose products from my storage here and tip it straight into there. So yeah, I've got one of them over here as well. But apart from that, yeah, obviously I do have a spare tanker over here. I do need to get a truck over here. I was using the one that had the animal trailer, but I keep parking it down by the Bauer Logistics. I should really park it up here. But yeah, that's why that one is here. It's mainly for slurry transport to the field. And then over here is obviously a slurry spreader itself. This is actually my modified one. It's got a bigger capacity. Obviously color options and such as well, which is on my Trello. Apart from that, yeah, that's pretty much my cow area. So obviously I've got one pen. Obviously I want to redo this at some point, so the pens are a little bit equal for the cows and the buffaloes. But yeah, on one side is the cows right here, all the way up to here. So it's quite a long paddock compared to my water buffaloes, which got a tiny little paddock here. But yeah, from there, obviously, like I've shown many times before, on the other side here, I've got my pigs, my sheeps, and my goats. But yeah, this is kind of this, from what I remember, this was the area that animals were originally on the FS15 version. Obviously, maybe not that size, but yeah. But yeah, that is pretty much what I've got here. Oh, around the back here, obviously I've got the big flour mill, which is pumping away nicely, and then obviously I've got my little house right there. So yeah, that is my little animal area for the most part. Obviously, chickens are up on the main farm producing my eggs. But then up around here for any, if you were interested, Mr. Rushdale. But yeah, I've got Heartland Bread. We have T Miller's 3 factories. So we got the Pie Factory, Filipino Food Factory, and the Pizza Pop factories right here. So I've got space for one more, which is probably going to be T Miller's new factory that he's been working on, which hopefully should be getting released fairly soon. But yes, it's fun. It's great fun. So yeah, there we go. Showed it off again, so yay! But yeah, to be honest, it is easier when I'm live to try and answer questions, Rusty Nail. So I can actually physically show you in the stream where things are or where I've got things set up. Obviously, where I am at the minute, I'm on field 22, which is just down from the farm. Right there, you can see on the map right there. So yeah, because yeah, the only reason I say it's easy to show live because sometimes I might be off playing another game when you're asking questions. So yeah, if you can get in when I'm streaming, it makes life so much easier. And then it gets to show maybe an area I haven't showed off in a while. So there is that as well, because obviously I do get in and just start planting and doing other things and kind of forget you guys really. But yes, it's great fun. But yeah, I've got this to do. This you got 1, 2. It's about 3 more rows to go. Then what I'll do is about 2 headlands either end, and then this field done for now. I don't think either of these 2 need to be rolled, but I could be wrong. But yeah, a lot of my crops started to grow, which is great. I will be at some point running through and just checking like things like herbs, not herbs, weeds and such. Herbs, what am I like? Let's see. Need to roll. No, okay, so it doesn't need to be done. That's good. Oh, I did plant that field for the minute with some oilseed radish. It's not going to get planted for quite some time, so I've got a few months to clear the trees up here. And then what I can do, once this lot is harvested, so 9 and 10, once that's harvested, I can then work on getting this all created into one massive field there. So, yay! But let's see, weed-wise, I should be fine. Obviously, hasn't even been touched yet, those fields. But looking at most of the fields that's planted, anyway. Ooh, ooh, that's nasty. I'm gonna have to get in on that field at least. So that's good. At least I've got one. Yeah, I never bothered to plough that one before I planted it, but it is what it is. But yeah, okay. Not bad, not bad, not bad. No weeds, but yeah, one thing I'll do is I'll just run through a few of the fields with some herbicide this time around and make sure that they all get registered, because obviously the big aim is to get this score up. I'm up to 59 now, so it's getting there, but could be better. It could be a whole lot better. Yes, but that's not bad. We're getting up to 62 on some fields, so it's a good start, I think. This is another one I need to address as well at some point. How are we doing that? So 81. Actually, that's what I want to look at. See how that. Yep. So that needs to be cut at some point. That can stay. I'm hoping oilseed radish doesn't wither. If it does, what I might just do is go out, purchase a cultivator, and have that on standby. Oh, I might just cultivate what's in there, and yeah, be done with it, I think. But the one nice thing is with oilseed radish, obviously, it doesn't use that much seeds when planting it, so that's one bonus. And the nice thing is, if you are putting in oilseed radish in before your main crop, it counts as a green fertilizer, so you don't technically need to have solid fertilizer or liquid fertilizer being used on that field, because it's the oilseed radish gets basically put back into the soil. And yeah, you should actually get a subsidy as well when. Now, I don't know if it counts when it's selling a crop or when it sells pallets and stuff. That's still something I haven't got a clue about. But it'll be nice to see if that does pop up when selling some pallets, that you get that maybe a extra payment as well on top of everything. So yay! But will it be worth it? That's the problem. Right, so we're nearly there. What I'll do is, before I start doing the top and the bottom of the field here, I am going to just refill the planter quickly first, and then we'll do the top and bottom, and that's it done. Just rotate that ready. Yeah, what I can do is maybe start that end and come down and up, and then I'll go up, do the same on the other end, and that's it done. Finite. Loving it, loving it, loving it. But it's been quite a nice day here today, actually. Quite warm out. I found my way back. I did, PJ. Yes. I got lost for a few days, but yes, I am back. How you doing, PJ, by the way? Da, 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 da. Here we go. And let's give Miss PJ a shout out. So if you guys are not following PJ Trep, make sure to click on her link, give her a follow. She is a great content creator. She is playing this map as well as others, so definitely go over and check out what she's doing. Yeah, I think what I've got here should be more than enough just to do a couple of headlands, so that's fine. You're doing good? Oh, good. Yeah, I'm not doing too bad. Not too bad. And actually, I did need that break doing something else for a little while, so it definitely helped. I will be going back to it at some point. I did get the crude oil and all that up and running on the fuel generator, so yay! I literally doubled my power amount just by adding a handful of those generators. It's cool. Might have to show that off at some point. But yeah, at the minute it's kind of boring overall and Satisfactory. It's just building up and building up more and more little production areas to get more and more things unlocked. But yeah, it is what it is. There we go. There we go. Right then, so we need this to be a little fraction more over that away. There we go. Now this corner should be fine, so we'll lock that off. V and B. Right, that's fine. Now, just out of interest, what else do we have? So we're currently doing the rice, and the long grain rice is done. So we'll, yeah, I think I'm going to focus a lot on the sorghum. See if we can get a couple of fields of that planted. Soybean is going to be another one I need to definitely get in the ground. Obviously corn, definitely. Then whatever else I can get in between down there. Now, one weird thing is, obviously, was it last week when I streamed Farm Sim? Obviously, I was going on about changing it to 2 days per month, which I did do pretty much after the stream. Hey, Mamadou, how you doing, my dear? What I found really interesting is when I reloaded the game, it literally changed from 1 day to 2 days. So yay, that was cool. I liked that. There we go. So it's very, very cool that you don't have to wait for a particular time or period to change. If you wanted to, you could do it straight away, and it should take effect. There we go. Just get these last few little bits on this end. Not doing too bad, thanks. Not too bad. And I'm glad you're doing okay as well. But yes, oh, I need to have a look on the in-game mod hub, see if there's anything new, anything decent being released today, guys. Out of interest, I haven't looked for a while. Oh, the Lizard Trex 600 by Black Sheep Modding, the official Trex, not this one that has the pipe, has now been released. Let's see, we've got a couple of John Deere tractors there. Combine, should say. Yep. Crampy SB is back. Oh, by his battle modding. There's a Harrow there. Yeah, okay, nothing spectacular in my opinion. Has there been an update for the using precision? No! Penalty box. No, we haven't done anything like that at all. I have no idea how to do it. I know Mr. Dajnet's away, so whether it gets added, I doubt it, but precision farming works perfectly fine for me on here. I'm actually running it right now, so you can use it with the default map. If ever I do find out how to do it, I will try and add a map in if I can. But yeah, as of now, you can add it in and use it if you want to. Actually, it's got quite a nice, pretty map, soil map and stuff. So, let's see, this come across to here. So, obviously, my farm area kind of looks like this, soil-wise. So, yeah, I don't know if it'd be much of a change, to be honest, what I do to it. See, I could be really nasty and say, if it's even possible to have the rice be planted only here and get the maximum yield there. I could be really cruel if I wanted to. But yeah. But yeah, how you doing there, penalty box, by the way? Hopefully you are well, sir. Yeah, and obviously that is the default one as well, so it's kind of cool. But yeah, obviously while I remember, guys, if you guys are not following Penalty Box Gaming, make sure to click on the link and give him a follow. He does stream quite often, so definitely well worth checking him out. Actually, let's do it this way. There we go. There we go. I think if I remember rightly, he was played on NBC's 16X map. And has moved over, I guess, to this one now. There we go. But yeah, click on the link, give him a follow, guys. There we go, there we go, there we go. Oh yeah, so this week, this time next week, I should be showing off the Plants and Prairies DLC, which is going to be quite interesting. Definitely looking forward to it. Obviously, one thing I will do is I'll make sure to cover the fact sheets first, just so that all the information is out there for peeps. Then we can actually get in and check the stuff out, which is quite nice. And as always, if you haven't got the Season 1 Pass, or you don't have the DLC yet, obviously I always like to say use DAJNet's partner code, or DAJNet, DAJNET, as when you're checking out for that. So I want to keep him up there in the bronze membership, even if he's unable to stream at the minute. Yes, in mod, we want to keep him up there as much as possible, for definite. There we go. You're very, very welcome, bud. You're very welcome. I lurk a lot, by the way. There we go. There's that. And last little bit. Oh, fudge monkeys. It helps if I turn it on, doesn't it? There we go. Cool. I know this thing can go a little bit faster, so let's go for it. La da da. Oh! Peeps. Mr. Jers, evening to you too, sir. How's it going? How is the weather down where you are as well? It's been a little bit... very mixed at the minute. It's very warm one minute, and then wet and rainy and thunder and lightning the next. It's crazy. Nearly there, nearly there. That should be fine and dandy. Cool, so that is the rice planted, the long grain rice now planted as well. Super trooper. We'll get this guy put away. Then we'll get on to the next job. So let's close that down. Yes, we need I want a lot of sorghum, because obviously sorghum can go into creating seed and flour, so yeah, definitely need a lot of that. I tend to use sorghum over everything else because it does have a slight higher yield boost, I suppose, best way to put it, when you put it into the seed maker. The individual one, not the bigger one. There we go, so that is fine. We'll go into here. I don't know if I updated mine correctly. Might have deleted the wrong one. Ah! There we go. Because that seems to be a little bit more funky than the one I sent over to PJ and updated for you guys. There we go. So that is fine. Why is it missing bits? I know I went over that. Mr. Thank you for the primary sub for 18 months. Wow. Much appreciated. Let me just go get that bit because that's going to bug me otherwise. Nice, 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 nice. But yeah, you get a lot of fishing with that. I would have thought. Let's see. Oh heck, I didn't mean to go that way. Let's see, is that about the right spot? Nope. 80 there. Might have to do one more quick roll actually down here. But yes, just got back from Lyme Regis and the weather is really nice. Yeah, but nice. But yeah, my daughter's now on half-term holiday, so she's got through her first week of exams, which she's finally pleased about. Bless her. She was a bit stressed this morning, to be honest. She had an English exam, but from the sounds of it, she's done a really good job, so we're happy. She's got to now wait for her results later on in the year. Oh, the joys of being a kid, doing their exams again, huh? Oh, bless. She'll be fine. She's pretty good. She's got a good head on her shoulders, that's for sure. There we go. The last little bit, I think. Yep. That's better. Yep. That is a better. Oh, oh! Last night, I'm gonna have to go out of view for just a second. So last night when X-Man was streaming, I was actually planting this field here, and right around about the halfway point, I just looked up at my gameplay because obviously I just had it set going up and down, up and down, up and down, and I looked straight ahead and there was 3 deers on my field, and I suddenly thought only giants would have deers running through a rice paddy. And then I thought, well, there must be Chinese water deer or something then, because they're going through the paddock. There it goes again. Wouldn't that be kind of cool if they did have like Chinese water dragons and stuff like, or not dragons, deer. That was very cool. But yeah. Mind you, I think they're slightly smaller than the deer types that we have on here, the red deer, whatever it is. But yes, the small things amuse me at times. But yeah, I need to really get this place sorted out. I want to get a seeder over here for the long grain rice, a harvester, excuse me, a trailer. I've got a tractor there, and whatever else I need at some point over here. I've got plenty of money, so at some point I'll get on and do that. Right then, so I think for the moment over here anyway, we're good to go. We've got no pallets left, that's good. I still have 6,362 rice saplings, nice. So actually I could technically turn off my greenhouses for about a year. Well, right then, here we go. Crazy motorbiker around. Right then, so let's see, tractor and the seeder. Yes. Most of the fields are looking pretty good. Liking it, liking it, liking it. Oh yeah, they are coming up. I was worried my peas weren't coming up. I couldn't see them there for a second. They're in that field just next to us. What greenhouses are those? So that's the rice sapling greenhouses. They're the base game ones, Rusty Nail. Obviously for... Ooh. When you're planting rice, you have to do rice saplings with a flooded field. There we go. So that will be under here, factories, greenhouses, and it's literally that one right there. I basically put 6 of these down and they produce enough every year to plant my good-sized field there and have a little bit left over. So yeah, but yeah, with obviously the rice, you need to obviously place down the field, which is under the cultivation stuff with your grapes and your olives. It's this thing right here. You can literally draw it out, whatever size field you want. When you got it the size, just right mouse click to confirm it. Obviously what it will do is add a pump in, which with the rice, what I've just literally planted, you have to have the water in there first before planting the saplings. And obviously you do have to have that special harvester and a special planter for this. Obviously on my Trello there is an edited version, so might be worthwhile. Then obviously you have long grain rice as well, which gets planted on the same type of field, but it has to be a dry field first, and you just use a normal seeder and plant it as you would a normal crop on here. Once it starts growing each month, then you have to make sure that the field is flooded, otherwise you will start seeing spots in your field where crops basically die, which is not a good thing. And how is Mr. T. Miller doing? Actually, I need to get this moved because I had this over for topping back up earlier. And if you guys are not following Mr. T. Miller, make sure to click on the link, give him a follow. But I don't know if I'm allowed to show it off. I suppose I could. Obviously, Mr. Green Thumb did send me something, but I'm not sure if I have permission from him to show it off yet. Oh, I think there was something I did grab off the in-game mod hub the other day. Oh, yeah, the Homer pack as well was released by Hispano Modding the other day. So I did grab that. I will be editing it. It's this one right here. So you get obviously the Homer variant 435, the trailer, the two tractors, all the piece. But yeah, this thing in particular, I will be editing the capacity and probably that one. I want to try use that maybe for the root crops a little bit more. But yeah, definitely looking forward to using this again. And the nice thing is, Hispano Modern did go through and add color options in. Okay, it's simple, but also you got the main vehicle part there, plus the rims can be color optionable. Obviously you got different engine setups, different wheel setups. So it's very, very cool. I like it. I will be using it again. And the nice thing is with this, it's colorable as well, and obviously that pipe is a good length, so I'm hoping it will allow me to fill my seeders up okay. Somebody's watching me. Hang on a sec. Sorry about that. I'm back as well. Sorry, my wife was trying to find the plasters and couldn't see them. Anywho, but yeah, welcome back, Mr. Farmer Mark. There we go. And yes, I can. It's not a secret. Okay, cool. So let me stop my photo because it's a little bit behind. There we go. And let me put my screen back up. So, Mr. Green Thumb Farmer, if you guys haven't checked him out or his streams out recently, has been working on a new shed, which is quite a nice little one. Obviously, like I said, he did send me it over earlier to check out, which I did. Obviously, this will be under his own little category, and it's this shed right here at the top. This is a Green Thumb Farmer drive-through shed. It's specifically designed to house wider equipment. So, for example, the Amity harvester and the pull behind root crop harvesters will be able to go into this thing. This is cool. I like it. As you can see, it's a 3-bay. It's a drive-through. So if I actually pan around, so you've got doors either end, which is very, very cool. It's very customizable as well. So all you have to do is, before you place it down, hit the F for Freddy key. And obviously, as you can see, you get this lovely little pop-up menu. So first thing is, you can add a solar panel onto the top of this. This will actually generate additional income for you, which is quite nice. Hence why a lot of my sheds around here have them. I'm taking advantage. If they're there, I'm going to pick and add them. Actually, I think I might have forgot to add them onto that one, but it is what it is. Now, color option wise, so first thing is you can customize the roof color. Now I'm just going to choose some random colors just to show this off. So go with pink on the roof. So the whole of the roof section becomes color optionable. One thing I was wondering though, the Green Thumb, if you're still watching, I noticed here on some of the panels, it looks like it's almost like it's not quite all the way along correctly on the edge. I don't know if that's how it's meant to be, but I thought I'd mention it. See, because you got a white bit there, you got a pink bit there, you got pink, you got a big bit of white, pink, so on and so forth. Does it? Okay, it's still a little bit extra. Every little penny helps at the end of the day. Anywho, so yeah, so then going on from there, we got the wall color. Let's go for a bit of purple, so you can actually see what's getting color options. So all of the walls around it get colored, which is quite nice. Obviously, one thing I am going to do is try and figure out what to do with this and where to put it. It's going to be a fun part. I may have to move these guys right there again. But we'll get to that in just a second. Trim wise, now I'm going to go for quite a bright colour because I'd never noticed this straight away. It took me a little while, but it's basically going to be the door frame and stuff like that. They get colour options, so around there, obviously the door frame there, the window frames, stuff like that all get selected. And even just looking at that, it's quite a nice colour so far. And then the final one is obviously the door colours. Let's go with a little bit of baby bluishy colour. And as you can see, the 3 shutter doors on the front and the back all get colour optioned, which is nice. I like it, I like it, I like it. I think that was all of them, wasn't it? Yeah. So yeah, fully customised there. It's only going to cost you 150,000 for this guy. But the nice thing is it does hold those wider vehicles and implements, so definitely going to be using it myself. Yes, I can get this lot out of the way. I'm kind of thinking either one of two things. One, move these out of the way and have this placed down here instead, and then maybe have these around this side or something, I don't know. Or extend the farm out into this area here. If I did that, I could have a couple of extra sheds possibly in here. Maybe actual silo back on my farm here. And oh, I never checked, but I would imagine this should definitely go in that. I know there's a lot of sheds that have small doors, and you cannot get this into any of them, so that is going to be a bit of a bonus as well. You could put that in there if you wanted to. But I like it, like it, like it. But yeah, obviously it's got lights that come on the inside. And obviously at night time there is lights around the outside here, so there's a light above the door there. And there's one above each of the shutter doors on either side. So yeah, plenty of light to see where you're going. So keep an eye out for Mr. Green Thumb Farmer releasing this onto his Trello. And yeah, definitely liking it. But yeah, the only real thing that I found is it's a little bit tricky, but if you look along here, yeah, you can see that the glass panels are a little bit away from the doors themselves. That was about the only thing I could find that was wrong. So yeah, you will absolutely get it, yeah. But yeah, you got one, two, three. I think there's 3 or 4 lights in there on the top, so there's plenty of light. So it definitely gets well illuminated at night. I did notice, so it's good. So yeah, and obviously the shutter doors all work quite well. One thing I don't know if it was just me, but it seemed to open up quite quick compared to some of the other shutter doors, which is nice. So you're not spending half an hour just waiting for a door to open. So yay! Well done, Mr. Green Thumb Farmer. Well done. So yes, that will be coming very, very soon. Don't be a housing inspector, everyone will be homeless. Ah, yes, indeed. Indeed. Now, see, if I want to be really, really, really picky, I would say that some of these screws are a little bit off compared to the boards themselves, but I won't go there. They're only like a millimeter off or 2 millimeters off. I'm only kidding. But yeah, that will be coming very, very soon. But yeah, I got to figure out where the heck to put it. Yeah, I could actually. If I let me customize that just to have a look. See, so keep the solar panels there. White roof. We'll keep that as white. We'll make the walls my Massey Ferguson red. See how that looks. The trim, we'll keep that as black. No, keep that as white, I think. I'm trying to look at what that one is. It's more of a black in it, I should say. And the doors are going to be white. There we go. So I'm trying to get them all to marry into... Oh, yeah, okay, that is going to work. Yep, that is definitely going to work. Now, if I was to bring that over here... Yeah, well, obviously, one thing as well, obviously the roof is sloped, so bear that one in mind. So, yep, let's see. Yes. If I sort of lined up with the front of that one, that is actually a pretty good size. I like it. Yeah, I could put that there. Then maybe either side have a couple of the like the seed processor and the sulfur on one side, liquids on the other side. Okay, I'm seeing it come together. I might not need to delete some of my field as yet. Okay, but yes, I'll have to do some thinking about that one. Anywho, right then. Where did I put my? I thought I brought it back over. My tractor and planter. I had him down there. Nope, that's not you. What did I do with him? Don't you just hate when you lose something? I had him there. Where did I take him to? Nope, nope. Nope. Um, um, I've lost my planter. Oh no, there he is. I see him right in the corner, hiding away. Exactly your thought. Oh, I can be very, very picky when I come to things. So, like, well, for example, this is off of the in-game mod hub. I like it. I really, really do. I like it a lot. The only thing that I do not like, and I mentioned this multiple times before, is that right there. Where it stops, it should actually be further up. Basically the same height as this one. It's been updated, what, twice already, the shed? And it's still like this. It's friggin' honest on both of these doors. It's all, yeah. It really is annoying. And obviously, if you try driving this side here with a high vehicle, yeah, you got to clip right into that. It's like, oh my goodness. At least they got this door fixed. When it was I first downloaded it, this one would end up over here, and this door here would be all the way out here somewhere. It was crazy. But yeah, I tend to not use these two double doors now for the minute, and just go with this single one. But yeah, this is actually what's really weird is I am liking this sort of American shed style now a lot more this time around. Hence, yeah, most of these sheds are actually made by the same person, which is crazy. Ugh. But this is actually a nice shed. I like this one. Obviously, you've got the little dock on the side here. But obviously, inside you have the racking right here. So if you've got any pallets, you could slap them on there if you want seeds or fertilizer or whatever it might be, herbicide. And yeah, you could literally directly fill from there. What's missing from here anyway? Oh yeah, my auger wagon, which is over there. Should put that away at some point. Anyway, seeding, I'm getting sidetracked. Stop sidetracking me, peeps. Hey, Finis, how you doing, buddy? If Billy was a Giants mod inspector, there would be no mods. Oh, there would be mods. They'd actually be tested properly before being freaking released. And a lot faster, I think. I don't know. I know one thing. It wouldn't be gone through a silly little program just to check to see if it works in game. Anywho, where was it? Yeah, so sorghum. So let's have a look. I've got this field here. I've got a plant, but I want to keep that for corn. So I'm not going to touch that one. This I'm not even touching at the minute. I need to make this area a little bit bigger, so that can stay as it is. I have this field here that needs to be planted at some point, but I'm thinking once again, these fields over here would be nice, I think, for sorghum. But I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that was planted. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 fields there, 12. 12 fields to, well, 13 fields technically to get planted still this year. I was actually thinking with this one here is to combine these 3 fields together into one bigger field, depending if I can do maybe a bit of landscaping at the top here. I haven't been over there to actually check it, but I'm kind of thinking it would be quite nice just to make that whole one big field there. Then I'd have a second field there, and then maybe extend this one out a little bit more. Maybe. But yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll make start on 43. Actually, there was sorghum on there last year. I might leave that one. I might bring it up here. Maybe do a couple of these fields up the top here, because I don't really go up there, so let's go up there instead. So sorghum, oh, parsnips, poplar, potatoes, sorghum. There we go. There we go. But yes, we'll take a little drive. Let's see, I still can't get the lights to work on my factory. If I can't get it figured out by Sunday, I will release it without the exterior lights. If you want, T Miller, I'll have a look. Have you done any additional things to the one that you sent me the other day? If so, upload it, and I'll have a little look myself and see if I can find and adjust the notes for you. But yeah, Mr. T Miller is working on a new factory. It's a bit of a hush-hush one at the minute, but yes, it's going to be a FS20 or a farming simulator first. Let's put it that way. It really is, and I like it. It's something that I used to do when I was a kid, And I know there's a lot of people out there who still do it. Mm, yeah. But anyway, you have to watch and see. It's a very interesting thing. I like it. I like what he's done. I do. Uh, but yes, I need to get. Ooh. Yeah, obviously one of the things is, obviously I did purchase that earlier on. I'm going to set up each of the tanks on the back to be color coordinated with what is inside them. So the one right there is going to be used for seeds. So the trailer that I've currently got can actually technically go. I've just got to get it emptied out first of all. You think PJ's going to... I don't know actually. I don't know, T Miller. But yeah, actually I agree, to be honest. I do agree. I do agree. There we go. Yes, I think everyone's going to enjoy it. It's a little bit of most people's childhood. That's all I can say. But yeah, okay. Yeah, what I'll do is I'll download a fresh one if it's the same link then. And yeah, I will have a little look and I'll send it back to you. Either I'll send it back to you, or what I'll do is I'll send you which node to adjust and then the position. How about that for you? Actually, are you working today, T Miller? Because I would say later on, maybe today, I could always jump in Discord and go through with it with you. But yeah, that's the thing. That's interesting about it. It's been a while since I've been up this end. Today, tomorrow, and Sunday. Okay. Um. Well, if you give me an hour, say after the stream's ended, I could then jump in Discord with you for a little while, and we could go through it. If you wanted. Oh, actually, let's see how my little poplar is doing. Oh, pH is bad. I need to go over here with some lime. Okay. And actually, I'm going to take a slight detour. I'm just going to see how my roller coaster is doing. But yeah, it's a decent sized field. Actually, I'm going to be naughty. I'm going to look at the size of that field. Holy crap, that's going to be fun to plant and harvest. But yeah, you can get some good sized fields over here, by the way, if you weren't aware. So yeah, definitely well worth getting over here and making a couple of fields. Let's come this way for a second. I'm still umming and ahhing about whether the racetrack is going to be staying. I know the other day I mentioned about possibly turning it into a cow dairy area. Okay, yeah, it looks like it's building. So there's a little bit there, a little bit there. Okay, it's not quite coming into the middle yet. But while I'm here, I'll see how some of the pallets are doing. Hey, Georgia Assassin, how you doing? You're very curious, PJ? Oh, yes. You have to wait and see. Oh. But yeah, how is Georgia doing? Let's see. Crazy Farm says never mind. Got it to me. Oh, Great Farmer, do you have a link handy for the crop duster? Oh. Yeah, obviously that was originally from a third-party website that Farmer Marks had found. So yeah, if you want that crop duster, yeah, you want to go find Mr. Farmer Marks and say, where did you get it? Maybe what you should do is save a link somewhere. Let's see, floor tiles, floor tiles. So required materials for next step is floor tiles. Actually, I should get a little forklift over here, shouldn't I? But right now, let's have a look. See, no, it's still not taking any floor tiles from me. It's weird. I've still got the 3 pallets over here, plus that one, and it's just not taking any. I don't understand. I think I broke it. I think I've broken it. Oh well. If it stops building, it stops building. uh, I'll just have to delete the extra the products that's needed and instantly build it. I can do that, so yeah. Alright, okay. Now depending as well, if it's the same mod, obviously Green Thumb did mention that there is a couple of fixes needed to it. Yes, and the lights are a little bit buggy or something, so... But I could see a crop duster being used very well, and for like, say, your grapes and your olives. That is probably about the only time I'd really use it myself. Hey, Don B here, how you doing, buddy, by the way? But yeah, let's see. I'm doing better, being really sick for a while. Oh, well, I'm glad to see you that you are being able to jump back into Twitch, by the way, and say hi. I have noticed you've been popping in and out from time to time, Mr. Georgia. Right, let's see, yeah, I think what I'll do is that field there first and foremost with some sorghum, so I've got to drive all the way around. I should have gone up on the other bridge, shouldn't I? Oh well. But yeah, this is one area I really come over to, don't I? So just this once, I think, we will come out of cab just to show you. So obviously, I have mentioned it a couple of times before. So I've got the Dole factory over here. I have Wolfie's Pizza. I have the Heinz factory right at the far end there. In between Wolfie's and Heinz is the Chewing Tobacco factory. And then right at the end here we have the textile factory. So this is my little area. It would be nice if this was maybe purchasable, so we could maybe take it in a bit, but it is what it is. But yes, actually I want to check something while I'm here. Are you still giving issues? No? Okay. That is random. Oh no, there it is. What is that? See, I don't know whether that is coming off of the Heinz factory there or what, but it's giant smoke, so I don't know why it would be causing any errors like that. Hmm. I'll have to load that onto a new save game and see. But anyway, oops. Right, so what Leon? You need to go to there. I'll take you across a smidgen. Get you unfolded. So yeah, we are doing sorghum, and I'm gonna do up, down, up, down, up, down to start off with. And from there, yes. There we go. So actually, what I am going to do is going to open that up. We'll open the back tank, turn you on, and go. Hands free, love it. There we are. So yes, there we are. Then what I'll just do, I'll do the same as what I just did on the rice field there, is I'll just go up and down, and then I'll do a headland or two, and that should be fine. But yes, there we go. Yes. I don't pray, but I'll keep you in my thoughts there, Georgia. That is for sure. As always. There's a couple of people out there I am definitely thinking about all the time. I know one person's recently had an operation, and yeah, he got through it fine, which is the main thing. But yeah, he's going to be hurting for a fair few days, let's put it that way. But I'm sure he'll be fine and back to his chirpy self. I don't think he's actually got here yet, but yeah. I know he pops in every now and again, bless him. But yeah, what was quite scary is he actually died when they were trying to resuscitate him twice. So yeah, not good. But anyway, I'm just glad he messaged me last night. He said he's okay, he's a little bit sore, explained what happened, but yeah, he's doing fine. That's the main thing. He's one of those sort of people that would definitely be well missed. Let's put it that way. Right, there we go. Let me sort my screens out. There we go. Coolio. But yes. Now this is just the easy part now. It's just sort of sit back, relax, take it easy, do some fishing, do some parachuting, and yeah. Oh, love it. But yeah, actually, while I've gone up and down, did anybody not catch the fact sheets that were released today? Actually, they weren't even released or shown off by Giants Bronze members today, I should say. Your search is on July the 11th. Okay, that's cool. Yes. Well, if anybody wanted me to run through the fact sheets one more time, you're more than welcome to. I can show them off. Do I still have them open? But yeah, this part is kind of a little bit boring. There we go. We'll keep this going for the minute. Let's see. Do you know any mods that I would need now that I'm playing? Every single mod that Green Thumb Farmer has. Every mod, well, almost every mod that I've done for 25. I don't know. Is there anything in particular that you're after there, Madeira? And hello, Mr. Jababo Gaming over on the YouTube. How you doing, sir? Long time no see. Sorry, hopefully you're still there. I was a little bit preoccupied there. But yes, Mr. Jababo. Yes, T Miller's 5 factories. I know what we got. 1, 2, 3. Is it 3 already in the mod pack? So that's something. 3 or 4, I can't remember now. And hey, Farmer Mark's over on YouTube as well. Should be 4, is it? The Filipino Food Factory. Oh yeah, the Soya Factory. That was the other one. Yeah, 4. Forgot about that one. Yes. Yes, indeed. Obviously the new one when that comes out. But yeah, it depends on what you're after really, Madeira, because it's kind of an open question really. Everyone plays differently, so yeah, you may need different equipment. Yeah. Obviously on my Trello, for example, I've got this planter, along with the Kinsey as well, which can do all crops on the map. Obviously, the one with the Kinsey that can actually plant rice as well, which is literally what I was doing earlier, but with the saplings. It'll also roll as well. So obviously a joint effort. I added the color options into it. Obviously Impact 7 did everything else. So if there's an issue with it, ask him. But yeah, it's literally up to you. Whatever you want. One mod I would. Well, here you go. A couple of mods I think are definitely worth adding. They're all actually on the in-game mod hub. So one would be the production storage control mod by Mr. Braven. Obviously that allows you to set your productions to storing, or keep in this case, and it will actually stop pallets automatically spawning out when you have like 1,000 full pallets worth. Definitely worth having that. The enhanced bank loan mod is great because it allows you to take better loans out. So rather than hitting the spacebar all the time, you can actually type in the amount you want. And the nice thing is it does add a menu that you can track, and obviously it takes the money out once a month rather than every in-game day. So if you're running like say 3, 4, 5 day seasons, it's only going to take it out at the beginning of each month, the repayment, and it's literally this right here. Obviously I used it a lot in 22. This time around I haven't really used it much, once or twice to test, that's about it. But obviously if you want to take a loan, you just come over here, click on the space right there. Obviously it'll give you a maximum amount that you can take out at any one time, but that depends on how much property you own, plus how many vehicles and equipment you have as well. So it's taking all that into account. You can enter the amount in there. You can enter an amount of months to pay it back, or years in this case. And then obviously down here, it will calculate it with the interest on how much you need to repay each month. And then obviously the overall payment, which is kind of cool. So it's literally like an actual loan that you might take out in real life. It's set up in the exact same way. It's very cool. I like it. I really do. Obviously, if you go through a month and you say sell a lot of silage bales and you got a little bit extra money to the side, you can actually make a special payment down here and pay a little bit back. It's really kind of cool. It cuts it down and makes life a little bit simpler than just coming into, say, your finance tab, go to finances here, spamming in the space bar or the delete bar to pay it back. I know some people don't pay it back, but yeah. But yeah, that is definitely one I would recommend. If you're into doing things like contracts, you've got better contracts mods. And I've actually now removed them, but there's a couple of mods on the in-game mod hub that allow you to tweak the amount gets delivered, and you get to tweak the amount you get paid and stuff like that. So it's kind of very beneficial, especially if you're just starting out. When doing some of these bigger fields, you can actually drop the amount that you deliver to the sell point or wherever it's going, so you have a lot extra left over for going into, say, your grain mill or your oil mill or whatever. So yeah, definitely worth that one. That's the better contracts mod. There was I can never remember the other one. There's another mod that you can work alongside that allows you even higher payments. So yeah, all of the in-game mod hub anyway. So definitely check them out. Universal auto load is a lifesaver, so I definitely recommend that for transporting your pallets around. Loans will get you into financial trouble. Yeah, yeah. As long as you've got the amount each month in your bank account, you should be fine. But yeah, let's see, I also have the farm supply factory, the crop. Yeah, obviously that's another good one. If you are getting on in the game a bit more, and you're kind of getting a little bit sick of constantly driving to factories to drop stuff off. Obviously on T Miller's Trello, he does have a crop distribution silo, and there's a mining resource distribution silo there as well. So you could plonk one of each down, put your crops and your mining materials into it, and it'll automatically distribute out to where it needs to go. So saves you a little bit of time. So yeah. But yes, Sniterd, Sintered, sorry. Welcome in. I'm sorry if I butchered your name there. But yes, welcome in. I'm trying to think of what I've actually got as well. Obviously these are mostly script mods I'm talking about, so um, obviously if you're going to have any of my mods or Green Thumb Farmers mods, obviously big thing you will need is our categorizers, which are on our Trellos. Obviously with Green Thumb Farmers stuff in particular, a lot of his sheds needs Thunder's script. There is a link on his Trello to that, so definitely worth having them. Auto Drive, if you like Auto Drive, that's another good one. Follow Me, which got updated just the other day, definitely great. You can literally have 3 or 4 different jobs being done all at the same time. I'm just going through my mod folder while I'm looking at this. The digital displays by Mobile is, in my opinion, yes, definite to have. It allows you to see what is into productions, silos, and other things now as well. Animal pens as well. So that's another good one if you want to keep an eye on some of your levels, should we say. Courseplay, in my opinion, isn't a must needed mod because I don't like it, and I know a lot of people have been having issues with the current version. Obviously, I'm running enhanced vehicle mod. That's actually this one that's got the lines. Obviously, it's kind of like your GPS, it's where you can actually set it to auto turn for you, which is quite nice. Obviously, I'm not doing any turning at the minute. I'm just letting it go up and down, up and down, up and down. Takes a little bit of getting used to, but once you know all the key binds and such, it makes life so much simpler. Obviously, yeah, that's the enhanced vehicle mod. Extended game info, display info. Well, an extended game info display, helps if I read it right, is another good mod. That actually adds in additional stuff up here in your upper right HUD here. So for example, it adds in additional temperatures, your high and your lows, what year and stuff you are, stuff like that. Heck, while I think about it, if I come into here, the additional games settings mod, that's one I did forget, is this one right here. This actually allows you to toggle the HUD on and off if you wanted to. The interface color itself you can actually change with this as well. So obviously base game wise, all of these colors here are like the class green color. Obviously with the mod added in, where'd it go? There it is, additional settings. You can actually come in here under interface color. You can actually change it to any color you want. There is the custom and your favorites if you really wanted to. But yeah, you could literally customize it how you want. There is other things in here, but yeah, that is main reason I have it is for that. But there's a lot of other things you could, obviously, if you've got other maps in your mod folder that have different custom lightings, for example, say one has a nice bright night, you could actually use this here and pull the lighting in from that map, and yeah, brighten up your PV Rivers nightlife, shall we say. So very, very cool. definitely. I'm just having a look, see what other mods I've got script-wise that are useful for you guys. I should actually make a list of everything that I'm... Oh, on my Trello, or actually, I think like Green Thumb has some and Viking Streamer has some, but mainly on my Trello, I'm going to push these ones because they're mine. There's 2 liquid trailers over there. The reason I'm pushing them is because they're mine, and they will transport resin. If you want to transport resin, you will probably need one of those trailers. But yeah, I know like Green Thumb Farmer's got some as well. I'm pretty sure Viking does this, so there is, yeah, but they're set up a specific way to work from the categories rather than just the individual fill types. So I always recommend them. You will need a list. The nice thing is this stream will be going live, so you're more than welcome to go back through and read it. If you really wanted to, I could make up a little list with all the links from my mods, and send it to you. Oh, another must I would always recommend for anybody, and that is the Snufflestruck. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's on the in-game mod hub, and this thing allows you to connect a baler or loading wagon to I wonder if I can find it, to like your harvesters, to your mowers and such like that, self-propelled mowers. How you doing there, Viking, by the way? I can never remember where the heck they put it in 25. Before it was dollies. In this one, I have no idea. Let's come into here. It's this thing right here. Snufflestruck. Stuk. I don't know how it's pronounced, but yeah. But yeah, thank you, Viking. But yeah, this thing actually had an update just the other week, I think it was. But obviously, you have a version that's long and a version that is short now, which is kind of cool. So you can have either or. I tend to go with the short one. I've got about 2 or 3 of these now, which are connected to either combine harvesters or a mower. Obviously, it can be colorized and all that, but like I said, it does have the hitch on the back here that allows you to have a loading wagon, a baler, a trailer, a seeder, planter, whatever on the back of this. It is very universal. I like it a lot. But apart from that, yeah, it depends. Look, there's all. Most of these are my mods or ones off the in-game mod hub or the SGA Trello, to be honest. But you can see right there all of the mods that I have. So yeah, any of them are I would recommend. Obviously, Green Thumb Farmer's bank truck is on his Trello. That allows you to transport the gold pallets or the gold bars, whatever. If you need the Big Daddy's Big Brucks, let me know because yes, I can get the link for that. And yeah, I need to put the update for that out. I did go through it and renamed it so it no longer shows as having a update on the in-game mod hub. Area vehicle below the roll detected. Reset the terrain level again. Blah 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 blah. FS Steel Factory Pallet Gold Bar. Yeah, so with them, basically what it is at some point you've probably done an update to the game and it's now detecting vehicles and pallets under your map. If you know which vehicle it is, first of all, that's under the map, what should happen, it should technically reset to the vehicle shop. If it's a train, that was actually fixed last week. So you may want to go on to either DashNet's Trello or run the mod folder switcher and update the map to update 11 Neolisk, or not knots, I should say. But yeah, with regards to the pallets, what you need to do is go into the vehicle XML, find the gold pallet that is basically below the map, and either relocate it onto the map or delete it from the vehicle XML. You may find that you've got multiples under the map as well, not just the one. So I have shown on how to delete the pallets multiple times, so yeah. But if you need any help, let me know, and you can always send me your save game and I'll fix it. You have update 11? Okay, so it's probably not going to be the trade, so that's a good thing regarding the vehicle. So there's probably something else that's dropped below. So here you go, let me pause this just as... Actually, I could probably do this because it's just going up and down, up and down. So let me come into here. So what you want to do is go to your documents, My Games, Farm Sims 25, find your save game. I'll go to save game 1. Scroll down to the vehicle XML. Open up in Notepad or Notepad++. I always recommend Notepad++ because it makes it look so much prettier. But there's also other programs out there that do the same sort of thing. And what you want to look for is a vehicle position. So this part right here. So that's the vehicle position. If it's below the map, this middle set of numbers will have a minus number, and then you'll probably find that this is set quite high. That will be probably the vehicle that's below your map. So what you want to do is either delete it completely, just highlight the whole thing, delete that, and make sure that there's no gap between the top bit and the next line. So delete the whole thing if you wanted to. That will get rid of the vehicle. Or if you know a position, so say for instance, if I was to copy that from there into here, this vehicle would be relocated to that position. But what I would always do is maybe just up the height a little bit, maybe add a one or a 2 onto this, so make it 3 for example. Then what will happen is when you load in, it'll basically just drop down above whatever that was previously. So in this case, fork. But same thing with pallets as well. Obviously in here, for example. Thank you, Viking. Crash and burn, I wish. Nope, I'm still going okay. I'm still going. I haven't gone into the river yet. Oh. Actually, if I do it this way, there you go. But yeah, pallets would be the exact same thing. If you come into here, if you do left control F for Freddy, you can actually search for that gold bar pallet itself. Obviously, I shouldn't have any, nope. But if I had any, it would pop up. And what you could do, the same thing again, is select the whole thing. Up, just from that vehicle there to that vehicle there. So highlight all that, delete it if you wanted to. What you could then do is, if you've got power tools, you could spawn them back in so you don't lose them. Or, same thing again, find that position and relocate it so it's on the map somewhere, on the height. So, yeah. But yeah, if you need any help, let me know. You can always send me a message in Discord and I can help you out. I'm sure I can figure things out that way as well. I've done it a couple of times already this last couple of weeks to people save games. It takes about 5 minutes. There we go. Today is an anniversary of something sad that happened to you a few years ago. It popped up on my Google Calendar under the SGA. It's my anniversary of something sad. Oh, Tashi Cat, yeah. Yes. My kitty cat passing away. Yes. Yeah. That's something else I need to get brought over to 25 is Tashi Cat's Rescue. That reminds me. I need to get that in. Yeah, it's now been, what, 2 years? Dang. 2, 3 years now. Oh, blimey. Yes. Actually, it's on our calendar, so I should have known, Tima, shouldn't I? Oh, dang. Yes, my poor little Kika. I don't know if I've got any pictures on the computer. I can show you guys her. Let's see. If they are, they're going to be on my D drive. Let's go there. Pictures, pictures, pictures. Icons, Mamadou, Star Rail, Steam, streaming stuff. Nope. Nope, it's not on that one. It'll be. Yeah, she was a lovely little kitty cat, a little black and white kitty. Had her since she was a kitten. Yes. Let's see if I can find her. If I can find a decent picture of her. Let's see. Da, 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 da. There's another one of my cats. Her opposite is Alfie. He was another cat that we had, and unfortunately he ended up having twisted stomach, and they couldn't repair it. Hey, Mr. Viking, by the way, and Mr. KW. How's everybody doing over there? I think I did spot you, but yeah, I've been naughty. Um, See, that one's not too bad actually. It's not. Uh, it's got light coming in from behind. It's not the greatest, but that'll be fine, I think. But yeah, actually, sat down the other day and realised that since I've been with my wife, we have had 8 cats in total. 3 unfortunately have had to be put down due to technical or medical issues. 2 have had to be rehomed, and we now have 3 kitty cats. And I've said no more kitty cats. Yeah, I think that's probably going to be that's with what I've got on my computer or accessible, should say. Here you go. That is my little Tashi cat. That is the cat that Tashi Cat's Rescue is named after. She's a little black and white tuxedo, non-pedigree kitty cat. She was absolutely lovely. She always laid on my legs at night, stuff like that. Always loved a fuss. Oh. Oh, dang it. Yeah, she ended up having some really, really, really bad medical issues. And unfortunately, I had to be put down. Dang it. Dang it, why did Team and I bring that up today? I don't know. I don't know, yes. But it is what it is, unfortunately. These things unfortunately happen. Whenever you have a pet, you get a little bit too close, and then, yep, time goes by and you end up having to put them down. Anybody seen my new my NPCs? They seem to have left my map. BB Rivers. Oh, really? No idea. Have you added a mod in recently that could have removed them? I'm pretty sure mine are still on here. Let's come to here. Yeah, so my NPCs are right there. So yeah. Yeah, no idea. I know there was a mod that came out, was it today? I think that messes around with the NPCs. Um, oh heck, what's it called? Is it that one? The communal services, whatever that is. That could be it. No idea what it's about, but don't know. Honestly, don't know. Have you tried reinstalling the map? Is those around the okay. Oh. Actually, let me stop that there a sec. So let's do a little bit of popping around. So, oh, I don't want to go that far in. Let's see. So we should have Noah right there. Obviously, make sure that this one here, others, is selected. Obviously, that will hide and unhide them. But you have Noah right here at the sawmill, and he should be stood right there. Hello, Noah. Um, da, 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 da. We have Katie at the animal dealer. Wow. That never got fixed. But yeah, Katie's right there. Um, wow. Never even noticed that before. And ooh, Dragon Fires 87. Thank you very much for the follow. Much appreciated. So 2 for 2 so far for me anyway. So that's good. So we've got Noah. We have Katie. Obviously over by the vehicle shop we have Mr. Walter. Hello, Walter. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, David by the temple. So yeah, they're still there. For me anyway. That's 4 for 4. And oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that all of them? I don't know. I can't remember if there was any others. But definitely 4 for 4. One thing you could try and do is deleting the map and re-download a fresh version of it. Oh yeah, over here we got Ben as well by the farmer's market. And Ben is right there, so 5 for 5. Plus we have all of these guys right here, so okay. Yep. So they're definitely all there. Just out of interest while I'm here, we should also have some vehicles going around here. Somewhere. Okay, yeah, I can see them over in the distance there, so that is definitely there. Well, there's a bus. There's a van. Yep, so yeah, the traffic seems to be working fine as well, so yeah, not sure why yours would be removed. Either bad download of the map, or possibly a mod causing it. But I'm just going to tab straight into here because, yes. Okay. But yeah, so there should be what was that 5 NPCs around the map, and then obviously that little train, not the train spline, the vehicle spline by the temple there. But yeah, in all honesty, I've not used them either. They're ghosts. If there was an option to turn them completely off or remove them, it'd be great, I think. But you never know, there is people who've never played Farming Simulator before. They buy the game, they see this map, they download it, and then yeah, get a little bit stuck in places, so yeah. But that's fine, that is fine, that's fine. Let's see, so let's go. we had enough dogs in our lives, so when my wife wanted to adopt one, I put my foot down and said no, so we compromised and named the new dog Peaches. Oh, that's cute. Yeah, my wife and daughter want a dog, so do I, to be honest. But obviously where we're living, we're not really allowed a pet dog as such. We're allowed a therapy or a disability animal, but pet dog wise you're not really meant to have them in tower blocks, even though I'll say this, I do know that there's at least 2, possibly 3 other flats in this tower block alone that have dogs that are not uh, assistance dogs, shall we say. So yeah. So Maderia's cat looks a little bit like Tashi, but with less white in the front. Cute. Cute, 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 cute. But yeah, how is Dragon Fires doing? Jumping straight in and doing a parachute drop there. Did you ever get a man green truck in your green garage? I think I only had the Volvo over there. In all honesty there, Rusty Nail. Let me just double check. But easiest probably way of doing it is this way. I don't think I did. I think I just kept the Volvo electric truck there. So obviously green is going to be the sawmill. And typical is out and about. So yeah, I guess not then at the minute. But yeah, the only 2 trucks I really use over here is obviously that green... Oh, there it is. The green Volvo for transporting pallets, which I do need to get some more moved at some point. And where's my logging truck gone? Oh yeah, the logging truck's over here now, isn't it? Yep. And then obviously what I'm using for transporting is obviously the Mac here. So yeah, no, I never actually got a man truck there in green. Yeah, I actually, yeah, I've got it way before you guys. Yes. Now they're back, turning back up at 2 p.m. Must have gone for lunch. It might be. I know. At night time, I think it's from around about 7 or 8 o'clock in the evening. They will disappear and then reappear in the morning. So maybe there is something there that Giants have added where they disappear at lunchtime, for example, and then pop back. That's interesting. I'll have to keep an eye out for that. Can you remember what time they might have disappeared? I wonder if there's anything in... Because obviously these are using the base game NPCs, aren't they? I wonder where that would be. Map. Let's have a look at you. NPCs, NPCs. Let's see, Grandpa. There we go. Ah, okay. It's locked behind stuff. I was going to say we could have a look in the XMLs, but yeah, it's in the dollar data S2 stuff, which is all hidden. But yeah, they may have actually added in random removals, should we say? But yeah. Okay. Yeah, maybe around about Actually, what I might have to do is load up a new save game and just check to see if they do disappear during the day, like around about lunchtime and stuff. So, that's two in a row for Dragonfire in the pool. Oh, is he? Oh, wow. He must be a pro. He must be a pro. 91-22. That is very good. Well done. When it rains, it disappears. Oh, okay. I don't really pay attention, but yeah. I know on the base game map, I always seen Grandpa disappearing at nights. But yeah, it is Grandpa, isn't it? Or whatever his name is, the old guy. But yeah, well, yeah, don't remember ever seeing him disappearing when it was raining, but it makes sense. But yeah, what would you suggest for a truck for the purple trailer? So the trailer, my purple trailer, I use that for things like slurry moving. Um, the truck I usually have over there is the black Mack truck. Is it this one? I think it is. It's either that one or that one. It might be that one actually. I'm pretty sure that's the one that's attached to me animal trailer. Actually, it's coming to here. Bauer Logistics, and we can find it from there. But yeah, that's the one I usually do. I do want to actually get something set up for just that trailer. Yeah, so that is the Mack truck right there. Yeah, that's what I usually have around by the cows, to be honest. And I usually use that truck. And that one is, yeah, that one definitely. The Volvo VNX 300. Now, configuration wise, I tend to go with the shorter configuration like that one, the tandem short. I don't think I really messed too much around with this lot, but you're more than welcome to. But I also do have it in black as well, so. But yeah, it's pretty much simple configurations on that one. There we go, so last little row, we'll get to the end. And I think that's going to probably do it for today, so get your last few casts in, guys. Then it was probably the snowing. It could be. It definitely could be. Let's see who's out there. Oh, Groovy, he is up. Groovy. I'm gonna mute you. I see my target, my prey. He is out there. Let's turn that off actually. There we go. Yes, Mr. Green Thumb Farmer. Obviously we were showing off his shed earlier on. There we go. Actually, I'll do this in a minute. But yeah, huge thanks for you guys for coming out today. Much appreciated, obviously, as always. Thank you, Mr. Jers, for the resub. Obviously, Dragonfires 87. Thank you very much for the follow. And a big huge thanks to all you guys for your sound alerts, obviously participating in Lurk Bait and obviously the parachute game there. And a good shot there, Crazy, just over the edge there. Well done. But yeah, let's get over to the ending screen. But if anybody did want to see the fact sheets again, it's obviously the first 2 weeks worth. So last week's and this week's, I did show off for the first 20 minutes of today's show. You're more than welcome to go back through and see some of the information for that. Yes, almost a bullseye. But yes, let's get over to the ending screen. And let's get this raid set up. So yeah, we're going to go see Mr. Green Thumb Farmer. Looks like he's got another new project on the go. So he's doing some more Blender work. But obviously make sure to keep an eye out for people like PJ Trep going live and such, because obviously they are playing the map. Let's see. Following. Let's see. Oh, Mr. Wheels is out there currently doing some roadcraft. If you haven't checked that out, definitely well worth it. Along with Mr. Evil Reyes doing some Captain of Industries. But we're keeping it with the Farm Sim theme as always. So get this raid going. So you guys over on YouTube, thank you very much for tuning in today. Much appreciated as always. And if you haven't clicked that sub button yet, make sure to click the sub button. Give me a subscription. Obviously, I've only got about 15 left over on YouTube to go. And obviously, big thumbs up if you can as well. Much appreciated. And I'll see you again on Monday.